Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. Today's reaction is coming from the truth is what I like to call it, but on this one is called the sorry about that. It's called the dark truth, okay? And they're talking about them there underground bunkers, well not really bunk cities that the elites are building for themselves. And the reaction is, I just said the dark truth, but to me, the truth is, okay? It's on YouTube. And also, the thing about it is, y'all, I'm trying to test out this darn new microphone, and it's making me upset. Look, can y'all see it? Wait a minute, I just cut it off. But see, I cut it off, right? But it's showing that y'all can still hear me, right? Okay, now put it back on. No. I'm hoping y'all can. It's showing y'all can hear me, so I'm gonna keep it moving. But I want it to be on the microphone, and not the computer, right? So I'm gonna go back to the mic, mic. But anyway, y'all. Anyway, okay. They say the reason the elites are building those cities underground is because somebody said it was in case of atomic bombs or something like that, right? I wouldn't want to be under that. But anyway, and then the other one says the dumbest. Now this is the dumbest. It's no way that's gonna help you. It's so when Jesus comes back with his wrath, he can't get you. If you down there under there. That's about the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And a reason I got my profile picture up there in the corner is cause so y'all can see the city without having to see my big head all up in the way. All right, so let's go. Let's just see. Last time my computer messed up, and that was this new microphone thing, but I had this stuck in the side. Am I supposed to have that in the side of the computer? Just let me know. This is my first time using it, okay? Just let me know if I need to stick it in the side. But it's showing y'all can hear me. Okay. All right, let's just go. Let's just do it. If it mess up, I do it again. God knows I will, with a smile. All right, here we go. And please hit the subscribe button as you come in. I've been talking for 3 minutes. All right, hit the subscribe button as you come in, though, please. So here we go, y'all.
Some people have claimed to know about secret underground cities created right under our feet, with many people claiming that these underground cities are being used by the elite for all sorts of nefarious reasons. More often than not, these people have no facts to prove their claims, and are usually just trying to tell a good story. But what if there was actually some truth to what they were claiming? What if there were massive underground cities created for the ultra-rich and powerful? Well, according to what this former government official revealed, this is exactly what's taking place. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly.
And he has a Patreon also, y'all. The Patreon is the bomb, but the only thing about Patreon, most of them, you cannot put them on YouTube. It's just like I'm doing a reaction to this. I can't go and get the other one the Pow the building in Manhattan. Yeah, I had to go to. I showed a little bit, and then I had to go to Patreon just to watch the whole thing. There's no way you could have put that on YouTube because he did it and they took it down twice. All right, so anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in there.
In today's episode, we will be talking about a former government official exposing the underground cities of the elite. Let's get right into it. While most of the population lives above ground, it has long been rumored that some of the most powerful elite might be building elaborate cities underground. These cities not only play as hideouts for any apocalyptic scenario, but are also allegedly being used for all sorts of nefarious criminal activities. Some people claim that these elite underground cities are used for trafficking drugs, weapons, and even people, with others claiming that they're used as meeting locations for the elite's sinister rituals. While these theories have been circulating the internet for years, they always seem to have a lack of evidence to validate them. While it's not unbelievable to those with an understanding of how this world really works, to others who are uninformed, this might seem like a silly conspiracy theory. But according to this former US government official, she claims is no theory but a fact. Catherine Austin Fitts was a former government official who worked under the Bush administration. She was
Bush. No, she's talking about the first Bush, second Bush. Oh, hey, Robert Jennings, how you doing? Thank you for coming to Valentine TV. I appreciate it. Yeah, I had to take me a little break, but I'm back. Can you hear me? I'm trying out this new microphone, Robert, and I can't. I don't know when it's off. I'm sorry if anybody's in the bushes looking, but when it's off, I can still, it's still the dot's still going like you can hear me. And then when it's on, it's doing the same thing. So I don't know. This is my first day trying these, so, and they ain't have much instruction, just this little bit. Anyway, let me carry on with the story. All right, y'all. Yeah, but I'm wondering if she worked for. She would have worked for the what? The second Bush Jr. You think? But anyway, if they got bunkers, houses, cities up under the ground, I don't want to go up under there. No way. Especially to dodge Jesus' wrath, God's wrath. He's gonna get you. I don't care where you at. Y'all, that was dumb. All y'all did was get closer to the devil. That's what, if you down that way. Okay? But anyway, let's keep going about these elegant cities.
the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development from 1989 until 1990. Sometime back, she did an interview with Tucker Carlson where she revealed the truth about the secret underground cities in America, confirming that they are not only real, but that the American government spent over $21 trillion on building them. These bunkers were constructed from 1998 until 2015 and were done with unauthorized spending.
We have built an extraordinary number of underground bases and supposedly transportation systems. Some of these are documented as part of the national security infrastructure. I think there are many more. So,
in the United States?
In the United States, all over the world. From 2021 to 2023, I took one of the smartest subscribers in the Solari Report network, and he and I spent 2 years collecting all the data and all the allegations on underground bases. We systematically went through and tried to estimate our guess, it's totally a guess, of how many underground bases, both underground in the United States, but also underground on the ocean around the United States.
Oh, man, yo, I'm going to go ahead and do this story because it's the truth is. You know what I mean? It's the truth is, believe it or not. But I don't think the truth is even believes this one. But it is some underground stuff, but not no whole. Well, I don't believe me, Valentine. I don't believe it's whole cities. No, I don't. I really don't. It's whole places like under your house. They go down. They got it going down like 10 feet. All cities, 7-story high buildings down there that you can actually live in, like apartment buildings and stuff like that, right? Escalators, elevators, oxygen, gas, all of that. They got everything just like being up top, except you're really not. But you can escape God's wrath, though. That's the only thing that made me say it was. No, that's the only part. But as far as like somebody was bombing the earth, Yeah, going way down there might help you, but I hate to get stuck and get buried alive. I hope I can say that. All right, here we go.
Our estimate was 170 with the transportation network connecting them.
What would be the purpose?
The purpose, if you thought you were going to get a near extinction event, to me, there are two purposes. You have so many activities going on, you need to keep secret. You're basically building the capacity to, for example, being a secret space program. You need to platform it from, things that can't be seen. I think if you're worried about a near extinction event.
And then like Tucker Carlson, y'all know when what's the name? When Trump had lost that last election, just Fox News, Trump News. It was only when he lost the election that they started coming up with all this stuff. When Tucker Carlson up in there. This is like when it was going crazy, like when Giuliani's darn shoe, I'm saying his hair stuff was like dripping black down there. That was the weirdest year right there, y'all. Man.
Yeah, it's preparation for catastrophe.
So, but you think that there are facilities like that in other places outside DC?
Oh yeah. No, if it comes to that, I'll take my chances upstairs with the hoi polloi.
Yeah, me too.
And I said, but it's at the deepest root, it's a spiritual and cultural
I
question.
Totally agree. Who's cowering underground, like in the dark places? No.
But to me, there's nothing wrong with going into a bunker if they're bombing. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. But I really didn't want to be with all of them in a concentrated space. No, I'd rather.
And you know them. You're not guessing at this. Like, you know a lot of these people.
I know a lot of these people. And the one thing I will have to say, if there's anything I learned from my history, the problem is not they are bad and we are good. That's not how this works. Evil and the good is threaded at every level of society, every community, every enterprise. It doesn't work like that.
But you believe that there's a whole constellation of underground bases built by the U.S. government in the United States. Like, that fact alone, the physical infrastructure of it, because normally talk about what are doing
enormously expensive.
What's unbelievable. And
as you heard for yourself, Catherine confirms the existence of these underground cities. She basically confirmed all the so-called conspiracy theories that have been stated for years, even suggesting that these underground bunkers could be being used for secret government programs like a space program. Now we know that the elite are not only building doomsday emergency bunkers, but full-on underground cities where
See, that is about the dumbest. That is crazy. Y'all, if they bombing up here, who in the world want to be underground? Who want to be under there? And the only way to escape God's wrath is to repent and ask God to forgive you. Exactly. That's the only way. Only way. Let me see. That's right. This ain't the time. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing, because you can't run. You can't hide. You cannot. But anywho, y'all, okay, I'm going to try it without, well, I ain't going to talk. I'm done talking. I'm trying not to go off subject no more. I'm going to try hard. But these microphones starting to get to my head. Okay, so what I was gonna say was Tucker Carlson. But anyway, everybody believe what you want to believe. I know you can't escape God's wrath. I know it. I'd go into a bunker too if I had to just go into a bunker. But I ain't going down there. No, I ain't going no 8 feet underground, 10 feet, all of that. No. Nope. All right, let's see what else they got to say about that.
they can live their lives in luxury in case of any world-ending scenario. What's quite interesting is that in the Bible, it speaks about this very thing. The elites hiding out underground in hopes of escaping God's judgment. In Isaiah 10, it states, they would hide in caves in the rocky hills or dig holes in the ground to try to escape from the Lord's anger and to hide from his power and glory. A day is coming when human pride will be ended and human arrogance is destroyed. Then the Lord alone will be exalted. On that day, the Lord Almighty will humble everyone who is powerful, everyone who is proud and conceited. Coincidentally, according to Catherine, That is exactly what the elite are doing, building a massive city to try to escape God's judgment. The Bible verse even specifically mentions powerful, prideful people like the elite of our world, and how he would humble them even after they tried to escape. Now, if you ask me, this all seems to be a prophecy unfolding. What's interesting is that I recently made a Patreon exclusive about a man who discovered a secret underground bunker that was being used for ritual sacrifices. Now we're hearing a former government official admit that America built secret underground cities for the elite. It also reminds me of the massive underground facility they have at the Denver airport. I covered the Denver airport where I spoke about their giant underground facility.
Yeah, I saw that, and it was like they thought something was gonna happen. They still think stuff gonna happen because people like Mark Zuckerberg or whatever his name, all the rich, all the billionaires building darn stuff under their house. I did a reaction to that, to this exactly. This picture was in there. All of them building stuff under their house because they say we about to get it. I mean, hey, Trump got to meet Russia, got to meet Putin. You know, tell what they gonna talk about, right? And then I ain't gonna get off topic. Let's just keep going.
I also spoke about the underground doomsday bunkers the elite were building a few years back. Some of you should remember that Mark Zuckerberg, one of the richest men on the planet, started building a massive 5,000 square foot bunker underneath his $200 million Hawaii home back in 2023. It wasn't just Mark Zuckerberg either, as many other elite men started doing the same thing around that time, with many media sites reporting on it. Many people saw this at the time and started wondering if the elite knew something that we didn't.
What the future has in store. But one startup company says avoiding threats from potential natural disasters, viruses, and wars doesn't have to come at the expense of your comfort. This is an Oppidum, a type of luxury doomsday bunker that could soon be underneath the mansions of some of the world's richest people.
Oppidum creates underground living spaces that are highly secure and completely discreet, yet beautifully appointed and entirely bespoke.
Oppidum is the Latin term for fortified settlement, and that's exactly what this is and much more. Company officials say each bunker is air and gas height, allowing those inside to be completely cut off from the atmosphere outside for up to a month. The shelters are also armed with the technology to make their own water, air, and energy while coming with the chicest amenities.
Whatever is happening in the world outside, you can rest easy, live fully in times of tranquility.
Man, that sounds crazy to me. I bet they ain't no telling what kind of secrets they got underground, y'all. Ain't no telling what kind of secrets. And I see a scripture and y'all know. But y'all don't know, but I gotta read. Isaiah 5:20. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil. Light darkness and darkness light. Sweet bitter and bitter sweet. They better stop playing. All I know. You can't, but this, I had to do this reaction, and just in case somebody even thought they could hide from God's wrath, you cannot do it. I don't give a crap where you at. And remember, he built all this. All right, anywho, but yeah, people under, I mean, can you imagine you driving on the highway and then you just see a car come up riding beside you, come from under the ground? I heard it is some places in some cities that's got like, like underground just for parking. Something like that. You know what I mean? But they can come up right beside you on the highway. It's weird. I probably would wreck. I probably would freak out. All right, anyway, let's keep rolling. Thank y'all for coming over though. Thank y'all. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like any other video, please hit the like button. All right. Thank y'all. Let's get back.
And in times of uncertainty.
But these bunkers aren't just meant to keep people.
Even the rapper Meek Mill seemed to refer to the elite knowing something we don't. And it's why they were building these bunkers. As he tweeted out, if you can't smell something coming, you're a D-head. This simple response sparked conversation all over the internet as people started wondering if the elite were getting ready for something we didn't know about. Now it turns out it wasn't a conspiracy or anxiety. The world elite are building these massive underground cities for something. These underground cities are being built hidden in plain sight, like the New York City underground subway stations that go on for miles, or the underground facility in the Denver airport, or even like the underground cities in Houston. In Houston, they built this underground city that people are already using. Beneath the streets of downtown Houston lies a hidden city, a vast air-conditioned tunnel system stretching over 6 miles and connecting 95 city blocks. Known only to locals and weekday office workers, these underground passages were allegedly created to escape from Texas heat, linking skyscrapers through a network of food courts, coffee shops, banks, and retail stores. With no direct street entrances, access is only granted through certain buildings like the JP Morgan Chase Tower or Wells Fargo Plaza. In this video, this news anchor talks all about it.
Houston, so I know a thing or two about this city, but I had no idea there was a hidden gem here in downtown. And to find it, you have to venture underground. Welcome to the downtown Houston tunnel system. Guys, this place is really cool. It's located 20 feet below downtown's busiest streets and skyscrapers, and it's more than 6 miles long. Wait, where am I? A girl can really get lost in this place.
Don't worry, everyone gets lost at least once. But here's a downtown above and below map. You can get them at any of the buildings.
Thanks. First built back in the 1930s, the tunnel's been growing ever since. It now connects 95 city blocks, so it comes in super handy going from building to building. Some call the tunnel an underground retail city, and it's easy to see why. Check this out. It's got everything from restaurants to shopping. The only catch, it's just open during working hours. So if you're up for it, I can tell you there's definitely an experience waiting for you at the end of the tunnel. That's your H-Town 60.
They are building these underground cities right in front of us. What's strange is that in this video, 1 out of the only 13 comments the video has was a person claiming that she was taken to these underground tunnels by a Mason when she was a teenager. When I saw this comment, I found it strange. And to me, it could suggest that these underground tunnels and cities could be being used for something far more sinister. It was even rumored that Jeffrey Epstein himself had underground tunnels underneath his island, where it was rumored all types of...
I can believe that right there. I can straight up believe that. Okay, people still. Just FYI, everybody, my birthday is the 20th and August 20th, and my sons are taking me out. I have 2 sons. They are so sweet. It's so sweet to me. Anyway, they just hit me up. I just have to see what they saying, because I don't want, if something happen, I ain't got time to be finishing up no video, okay? But anyway, y'all, I think it was one right up under there, though, on the Epstein Island. It had to be like under the ocean, and to go under the ocean and go on to the other side. Did he live on the other side? Just saying. But watch this.
Experiments could have been taking place in those underground facilities. I recently covered an interview that one of the Epstein survivors gave. She claimed to have seen the underground tunnels on Epstein's Island when she was taken there.
The only people I met there were like scientists and Michael Bay, the movie producer who made the movie The Island about cloning. I met Michael Bay there in 2004 in New Mexico. And he denied being there, because I did it. None of the media would ever put my story out there, which is what's obviously happened with a lot of other victims. But an amazing girl from the Daily Beast called Kate Brickley wrote my story down, and she actually contacted Michael Bay's people, and they said no, he's never met Epstein, he's never been there, but he was there, he's lying. And I know, and I can even tell you that when I was taken to LA after all this, and he tried to take me back to his house also. So if he wants to lie further, then I'll expose him further. You know what I mean? And I'm not scared of them anyway. Well, I am a little.
See, that's how you act when you had on one of them darn hats. What you got, them hats, the hats that make you go cuckoo. That's what, she ain't calling a cuckoo, but just forget stuff. But that's how you act. And y'all remember the woman that said that she was to Epstein's niece or something like that, and she had been there and she did this, and she just talking just as nonchalant, just as calm, all of that for attention. And her first interview was over there with Atwood. No, this is how you act when you've been under there. And what do you call them? Hats. It's a y'all know the shoot. Well, I forgot what y'all know the hats that they be putting on. They put on Britney Spears. They put it on, you know, and they want you to forget stuff. Yeah. I know she telling the truth, but I can tell she had on one. But the other woman said she Epstein's niece. No.
We all are, but I'm like, if we're all scared of them, then when's the truth ever going to come out? Because we've got to realize there's more of us than there are of them. So anyway, going back to The Island, the movie about the cloning, it's got Scarlett Johansson in it. When I watched that movie again, I realized it looks like all the clones are escaping from a place that looks like New Mexico. So I suddenly realized maybe Michael Bay was at Epstein's property doing research. Because when I met Michael Bay and scientists there, I would see them on the tops of the properties. I'd see them there, but I'd never really see them again. I'd meet them like once or twice. And then I'd never see the rooms they were staying in or anything, you know, and it made me realize that there's very likely something underneath there.
It's clear what these underground bunkers are being used for, and it's not only for a doomsday shelter. What this former government official stated confirms this is not a conspiracy theory but the truth. The government spent trillions of dollars building these top secret underground cities for the elite. Now ask yourself why. Why would they need these massive cities underground? What exactly are they planning for? Well, once you see the answers to that question, then you'll know exactly why all of this is being done. Well, that's it for this video. I want to thank you all for watching.
Yeah, thank y'all. I appreciate it. And let me try to leave it on pictures. But yeah, thank y'all for joining me. I just wanted to let y'all see what I saw yesterday. I really didn't feel like it yesterday. But anyway, thank you. Happy birthday to me, Leo season. But anyway, yeah, I just don't know if his microphone darn working or not, y'all. I don't know. Anyway, thank y'all for joining me, Valentine TV. Please hit that subscribe, like button, and I will be back shortly. Thank you, Robert, for coming back to keep me company. Since you didn't come day before yesterday, I'm just joking. But I'll see y'all later, okay? Thank y'all. Bye.